Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic Arena draft where we are back into the regular Lorwyn Eclipsed draft after my atrocious attempts at trying to win at some alchemy, though getting alchemied out by alchemy cards as you do. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and with that over said and done, let's head on into our pack 1 pick 1 where we have got a Gloom Ripper, which is an Elf Matters deck. And do I want to do elves again? I tried to do elves in alchemy and failed miserably. Will I do any better with regular Lorwyn elves? What else have we kind of got? There's a Midnight Sower for some fairy stuff. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's, put a -1 counter on up to one creature. It's fine though. Fairies is more of a support card than anything. There's giants with double strike. I know there's some giants, but I think I'm just going to try and redeem myself from my previous and get some elf action possibly. There's now Boggart Mischief. Ooh, I did goblins the very first time and it didn't do so great. So maybe we can do some some goblin action and stuff, some blight goblins possibly. There's a Thirst for Identity, which is a pretty good draw card. Crib Swap is also fine, I suppose, in some removal, in white removal. And it exiles, which is actually kind of matters as there's some graveyard themes in the set. But I think I might just take the Boggart Mischief. Again, maybe we can do some gobbo stuff instead of the elves if that doesn't pan out. What else have we got? There's actually a fairy there also in black, or an unexpected assistance, but let's take the Boggart Mischief. Okay, what have we got? Oh, there's a Prisma Basher. Ooh, I might try and do some prismatic stuff then. Okay, Prisma Basher, that's a very good Vivid Matters card. Boggart Prankster there, and lots of other Vivid Matters. Even these kind of could be worthwhile. And there's a Burdened Stoneback, which I don't think. Actually, I'm going to take the Prisma Basher. Maybe we can do some elementals. There's the red copy and elemental card, which I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's is it 4 mana or 2 mana? It's got flashback with which you can copy. So now a Squawk Roaster for the elemental. Any vivid stuff in here? The Weary Farmer might even be something, because again, it doesn't have to be Kithkin, and it's also got white. But maybe the elemental vivid might be better. Squawk Roaster. Actually, maybe Foraging Wickamore. That might be something I would think about if I'm trying to do the vivid stuff. And again, can be pretty important in the vivid deck. So maybe we could do some 4-color vivid deck. What is this? Legendary players can't draw cards or gain life at the beginning of each player's draw step. That player loses 3 life, searches their library for a card. Sure. Not sure that's what I'm going to be looking. I might just take a Pummeler now, because again, there's no elves actually, so maybe the elves and the goblins is not really what we're looking at. Obviously there's a couple of goblins here now, but again, I kind of feel like I want to try and do something a bit more fun and try and do some Vivid Matters stuff. So I guess we want the 2 mana Tree Folk that ramps. Okay, what else have we got? So there's a... Wow, this deck is pretty rubbish. Wretched. Bit awkward to say. When it dies, if it had a counter, return it as a 4/2. Could just take Prideful Feastling for vivid purposes, or a Crossroad. When another creature you control enters, it gets +1. Maybe, sure. Any vivid stuff here? Not really. Is it maybe a Cinder Strike for some interaction? over the spikeling. That might be what we're looking at. So maybe red, green, vivid. There's the Nightmare Sower. Okay, there's another Foraging Wickermore. Okay, that might be what we'll take here now. So yeah, probably not going to be those two. Could just take a 3-mana Giant as a nice early play over anything else. Maybe staying green, red. Burning Curiosity maybe, or Thirst for Identity. If we want to go for some blue, sure. Spikeling or a 2-mana. That, again, it's a nice early blocker, though if I'm in red, that might be easier to cast the Spikeling. Might actually need to take the Furdock Core for some fixing. Oh, why couldn't you have given me that? Moorcant. I really want to draft Moorcant so much. What else have we got? Pummeler is probably fine. Any other vivid cards here? Doesn't look like it. Soulbright Seeker might be actually what I'm looking at here now. Pummeler for hire. When this creature enters, you gain X life, where X is the greatest power among giants. So it's just a Pummeler. I think I take the Soulbright Seeker. Yeah, there's no way I'm pivoting back into Elf. One day maybe. I think I just take the 1-mana Cinder. Wow, whoever's to the right of me is gonna have an amazing Elf deck if that's where they're going, because they've now got a formidable Speaker, which can then find the Moorcant. Non-creature spells have conspired and things. Again, I might just take another Prisma Basher here. There's another Vivid card which might come back. Don't think I would take the Raiding Schemes. I might take the Chitinous if those two come back. So I'm going to take another Prisma Basher. Ooh, Temple Guarding might be quite nice for some fixing. As there's nothing really else. Yeah, actually, maybe I want to just take Liminal Hold as some removal. But actually, maybe just for some fixing if I'm trying to go 5 colours might be okay. This deck is going to be pretty janky, I think. Okay, there's a Druid. That's what I was looking for. One of those Druids instead of these Seekers. Again, it's a fixer. What else have we got? Tend the Sprigs. Actually, there's a Liminal Hold now for some removal. And Tend the Sprigs might come back. That would be something I would like to have. Oh, actually, Kindle the Inner Flame. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, Kindle on Prisma Basher. Liminal Hold, again, might not come around, but being common, I think I need to take the Kindle the Inner Flame. Okay, could just take a Shore Lurker for some Surveil. Or Burning Curiosity. I don't think I want another Pummeler this earlier on, so I might just take the Burning Curiosity. Lofty Dreams, I don't think so. Okay, another Forest Druid. Okay. Unforgiving Aim or Forest Druid. Wow. Honestly, I might just have to take another Forest Druid. As oddly as it sounds, I think this is going to be a pretty mana intensive deck. Could take a Gangly. Yeah, it's probably okay, but not that great. I might not run the Stompling. So need more elementals, or I guess actually the Gangly is technically an elemental. Okay, that's also an elemental, and it's in the 4-drop slot. Sure. I guess the only one that's a bit odder maybe is the Thirst, but I guess I'm 4 colours, everything but black with the deck. So 2 Foraging Wickermores and 3 Great Forest Druids. I should be pretty good actually on fixing, I would say. Do Do I want to run away together? I don't think so, but I'll take it. Okay, actually, that might be castable. The unexpected assistance. Okay, what do we got into pack 3? A Bristlebane Battler, and whenever another creature you control enters while it has a counter, remove it. What else have we got? Not much else. I guess I want to take a Tend the Sprigs. There's no elementals. Actually, I might just want to take a Feed the Flames for some removal, which I'm lacking at the moment. Yeah, this pack is pretty average for me. Don't think I want the Boulderweir Aggressor. That's not where I'm at, so just take some removal. Okay, there's a Flame Braider Elemental, which looks exactly what I'm wanting for. Because Prisma Basher is an elemental, and essentially can be some ramp as well. Again, there's nothing really else in this pack that I'm looking at, so get another 2-drop. Noggle Robber might be okay. Could just take an Evolving Wilds, honestly. Though Flock Imposter is quite nice for some protection, but I think I might just take an Evolving Wilds. There's quite a lot actually in the pack that might wheel that I'm looking for. Grub's Command, another Wickamore. Grave Shifter. Could actually even cast that. Do I want a Wickamore or a Grave Shifter getting back, I guess, Prisma Basher? I could splash the black, the Wickamore, or I could just take a Cinder Strike, but I think I might take the Grave Shifter. Prismatic Undercurrents is a pretty good one now for fixing. Yeah, quite looking like this deck. It's looking quite exciting. Yeah, this one seems a bit more fun than my other draft decks. I kind of feel a bit like less pressure. This is kind of like more fun, and don't feel too bad if it doesn't do so well. But maybe take a Personify, some protection. Grub. Wow, so late grub is no one drafting goblins by the looks of things. Yeah, take the protective response as quite a nice removal spell. And I might actually not need. Oh, no, that does actually work though with the flashback and a Shimmer Creep now for Vivid. Okay, so I need some cuts. I might not need 3 druids, and I might not need the Personify, because I guess this might need to be a 17 land deck. And nothing here I'm looking at. Yeah, nothing there. Maybe I don't need double Prisma Basher because I now have Kindle the Inner Flame. I definitely need to get rid of at least one more card. Actually, maybe the Flame Braider. Actually, let me just double check. I might not need all of these 2-drops. Or maybe just don't to take out the Cinder Strike. Or Thirst for Identity actually might be one I don't need, because Unexpected Assistance is probably okay. They're a little bit awkward. Like, it's not too bad because I can actually cast it, I think. So I need to keep Kindle the Inner Flame for absolutely sure. Burning Curiosity might not be something. And again, maybe I do go 17 lands because I am trying to essentially go 5 colour. And then that allows me to then keep the Prisma Basher. 17 land. Okay, so do I want a third Great Forest Druid or a Flame Braider? 2 mana in any combination, and then spend this mana only to cast elemental spells or activated it. So I can't, it doesn't ramp unless it's an elemental, which I do. Actually, the Just Giant Brute is pretty rubbish in my deck. And then maybe I can add back the Great Forest Druid. Because so yeah, the Flame Braider can cast Graveshifter, Kindle the Inner Flame, the Changelings, and Prisma Bashers. Actually, then do I want the Pummeler? Do I want the Pummeler and instead run Burning Curiosity? Might be okay because it is vivid, so it should be cast pretty less. So Temple Garden, see what the lands suggest, Evolving Wilds, and then the lands. Don't know if I want 3 swamps. So blue and so red, green, the colours. So red, I might actually want it to go up red. So it's 5, so it's 6. Well, I can ignore the Evolving Wilds for the moment. So 5, 6, 5, 2, 2, and 1. No, 2 as well. And then Evolving Wilds can get anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to run it like that. Furdock Core. Maybe Furdock Core is not what I'm looking at, though again it is fixing. Again, what would I have instead of it? Nothing else, and again I can behold it if need be. So I think I keep it. Creatures, I've got 16 creatures, that's pretty good. So yeah, the only thing I suppose is that the Furdock might be replaceable for a Burning Curiosity, but I think I keep this. Yeah, I'm actually excited to play this one actually for once. So let's see if we can do some 5 colour vivid fun stuff. So let's head on into game number 1. Okay, here we go into our first game with our exciting 5 colour vivid deck. And it's an okay, I suppose. I've got a 2, 2, 3, 4 curve, though obviously can't cast the Feastling. And straight in there with guess I'm gonna do this on turn 2, so I'll reveal the 2. Yeah, straight in with a Kithkin deck by the looks of things. And I'll happily take 1. Into a 2/2, sure. And don't think I will attack. So then, yeah, here we are with Go Wide. Gains Trample and doesn't pump it, it just gives Trample. So well, a little bit awkward with the Feastling not being able to cast there. But maybe I can stabilize a little bit with the Graspling. There's a green source. Yeah, where are my 2-drop creatures? I can filter. So yeah, I guess I'm looking for... Okay, so they're just going to crib swap me instead. Nice. And their own prideful feastling. Do I want to trade away 2-1 now? Probably. I think my late game is better than probably theirs. And okay. Guess I just get a 3-5 down. And then this unexpected assistant is looking pretty awkward, so actually maybe I should think about getting rid of that because my blue is quite weak anyway. Well, they've clearly got something, so I guess I force it out of them, but then don't need to. Sure, I'll take 3. They could have the destroy target blocking an attacking spell. Okay, there's a Wickamore. Surveil. Graveshifter is actually pretty good here because then if I block, I can then just get it back. So we'll definitely block next turn. Maybe it was the flock that they had in hand. Doesn't seem right. So maybe they still do have something else. But maybe they did. Maybe it was just that they had. Okay, so now I have to... I guess I'll attack with the menace creature now. Sure, well, kill the farmer. Or not. Okay, forgetting that everything can pump. That's obviously what he was having last turn by the looks of things. Going to use last turn. Well, I need a way to kill this flock imposter because that is probably going to kill me. Oh, yeah, here we go. I think I'm just a little bit too slow, not quite there, unfortunately. Yeah, this is very awkward. My block's not great. This unexpected assistance is probably going to have to come out, I think, unfortunately. Okay, so I can... do this, I suppose. So block there. 3-3. They kill my pride, and then that still trades there. And I guess I'll just chump here. Do it like this. Sure. But probably still dead next turn. Yeah, not having any kind of blue is not great with this. So I need to make that, I guess, white or blue. Yeah, I think I will remove this assistance because, again, it's just a dead card in my hand, not doing anything at this point. So that'll be a 5 toughness. So you can pump it once. So I guess I'll do this because I want red and white still. Sure, I'm guessing they've got something else in hand, maybe. See, they did have protective response. I knew they had it. I knew they had that. Yeah, at this point now, I think there's just no way I'm going to be able to do anything. So yeah, I might as well just concede at this point with nothing in hand I can do. So a little bit unfortunate for game one. So let's go back and remove this double blue card. Me thinking that with my 2-drops, my early 2-drops, being able to cast it, but clearly if I'm not drawing those 2-drops, then it's just a dead card. So double blue, probably not what we're going to have to keep, and I guess maybe just like personify instead. The shift of the colors might change as well. Again, I might not even need blue in my deck then at that point. So let's just maybe add in a personify and look at what the lands does. So yeah, removes the blue, so don't need the blue. And I think that's probably okay here. So yeah, keep it that way. So let's just do that and go on into the next game. Okay, here we are for game number 2. Hoping to get at least a couple of wins. Though I've obviously gone more for fun instead of good, I suppose. Well, turn 1, 2, a little bit of a nice curve. Hopefully we can get a few more vivid matters stuff. Double mountain, I guess, quite nice as well. So how many times do you need to edit 3 to get 4? Which I guess I can technically do with the... Guess I'd rather show them the Shimmer Creep instead of the Prisma Basher. Cinder Strike. Okay, so then I can... Well... Can't quite do it, can I? Because I've only got 4 mana, so I guess I'm just going to Graspling. I guess again I'll attack for 2, and then just get my Graspling down. Brigid, yep, that's a pretty good one. Okay, another green source. I probably want to just kill the Brigid. Unless, so I got 4, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, add 4. So 1, 2, 3 gives 4, 5, 6. I could Prisma Basher. Maybe I need to kill the Brigid. I think I need to kill the Brigid anyway. I think I probably should. And then see if they just chump. I can give it trample if need be, but I think killing the Brigid there is probably more important. So the next turn I can Shimmer Creep. Yep. Can I block by 2 or less? Sure. Don't think I want to risk attacking with the Graspling. So I think I'll wait until next turn where I can Prisma Bash and give these creatures trample. The Dudettes, yeah, it gets back the Brigid. There is what, 3 mana? So, okay, well, looks like they are casting it. Though again, I still can hit pretty hard, I think, here. So red. Red. And I don't think I'm going to target itself, but maybe. That gives it +X, +X. That's going to be +4. So maybe I still need to give it trample. It's +4, so that would be a 6/5. I think target itself. Prisma Bash. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Shimmer Creep having Menace is also pretty awkward here. So I think they should be dead with the trample. It's because I've got 14, was it 20 points of trample damage? So that's 7 there. Yeah, there's nowhere near enough then to be able to block it all. Well, he's got one game under the belt, so let's go on to the next. Okay, here we go for our third game. We've got 1 win and 1 loss, and I am first with an interesting hand, but don't think I will mulligan that. Lots of ramp, so hopefully we can find some action in the next couple of turns with a Death Touch. Do I want to Flame Braider? Guess they're not elementals. So I guess I'll just play Druid just in case maybe I draw something which isn't red or green. No, I think I should be okay to cast everything. This one is whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. Sure, I will not block your Death Toucher. Into Sneakling, which they decided to play even in Flash. Okay. So I guess I can do 2 creatures this turn. So yeah, I'm just looking for some action. And again, I don't think I want to trade here, though I could technically get it back, but I think I'll just take 3 for the time being. Into a 4/2, sure. Don't think, well, don't have any elementals I want to target yet, so I guess I'll just get a 6/5 down. And again, I can probably double block or block something and get it back later. Okay, Shimmer Creep. So that'll be for 3. Sure. And I guess I don't think I want to attack. Okay, so I can maybe Kindle, Flashback Kindle. On the Shimmer Creep maybe. Sure, we'll force whatever's in their hand unless they've got board wipe. No, okay. They just wanted to get that in the graveyard to start leveling up. Sure. Feed the Flames. Guess I could attack with a Pummeler maybe, or attack with the Creeper, get it back if it's blocked. I guess they would block there maybe. Think I'm just going to pass again and maybe feed the Flames at end step instead. Maybe the Death Toucher, I think that's the most annoying one at the moment. Sure. Foraging Wickermore. Well, the creep doesn't have much of a good attack anymore, so I'll maybe try and get something with a double block on their front. There's jumping? I was going to say, that seems a bit of a weird one to do, and I guess I'll kill the 4/4 over a 4/2. So then maybe next turn I can hit them big. Okay, Cinder Strike. Could probably Cinder Strike, put a -1 counter and kill the cavalry. Sure, so then 4, I need 4, 5, 6. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only elemental. This is elemental as well, so I can copy. Actually, maybe I should wait till next turn, because then I can get the full, or get another color. And I think I'm just gonna pummel. If I have another changeling, I guess that can't double block, so I guess I'll do it like that. So they've got something as it didn't cast anything for 6 mana last time. Sure. Well, be interesting to know what they've got that can make them come back in the game, but at the moment it's looking pretty in my favour. Second Creekwood again is not probably going to do it here. So then I'm going to have 3 Shimmer Creeps with Menace. Okay, so let's add I guess a white. Obviously they could have some removal for it. So it's, yeah, and I get to then flash it back again. So they take 4, go to 9, then take another 4, go to 5, and then swing in with everything. So yeah, it's nice and smooth in that game 3. Let's go on to the next. Okay, I am on the draw with a pretty unfortunate hand. I do have a turn 2 castable card, but it's just, I think, a bit too risky. Though technically I just need 1 more land. I do have, is it 6 or 7 green sources? Maybe it's a worthwhile keep. This is quite an interesting hand, but I guess the hand doesn't do anything even if I did draw a land, so I'm going to mulligan. Okay, that's a little bit better. Guess I get rid of the grave shifter and keep everything else. So turn 2 druid, And turn 3 probably Stompling. I guess then into the Fur.core. Core. Here's the Noggled the Mind. My 0-4 is now a 1-1. Well, good thing I do still have some ramp to get up there. And a 2-4. Well, my 4-2 trades with your 2-4. We're against blue-red elementals. I guess I don't want to trade, maybe, because of my Shimmer Creep. Could just jump with the Druid, but I think I will trade. Don't think I need to show them the black in the moment, so let's just pass the turn and hopefully we can draw something else. Unfortunately, the Grave Digger is down to, or Grave Shifters at the bottom. What have we got here? Disruptor of Currents. Enters, return up to one target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Sure. Oh my god, what have we got? Rare into Mythic. And this has got Wither. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell with a single target, you may copy it. And if you do, well, where's my removal when I need it? So I got 4, it's 1, 2, 3. That'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3. Leaves me with 1 left over, then 1, 2, 3, so not quite enough. So yeah, can I do both? So 1, 2, 3, then I'll give you 4, so then I have 4, so it'll be pay 3. I think I can do it. One, two, yeah. Well, see what the opponent has got. They're stealing my Graspling and also my Shimmer Creep. Okay. And they're swinging in with everything. So block there, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I just do this, I suppose. It looks like they might have something else to, like a combat trick maybe. So I might actually just be dead here, but I guess rare into mythic. I guess the disruptor's not too bad, but this mythic is, yeah, pretty good, and just a land, so that ain't gonna do it. And GG's opponent. Yeah, well, that mythic is pretty good into double treason, so let's just go on to the next, because I don't think I was winning that game. Okay, we are for our, is it 5th game with 2 wins and 2 losses, so okay, thank you Awkward Arena. Well, 1 mountain, and I probably would have kept, but 3 forests and nothing else is not what I'm looking at here. And I guess I'll just get rid of one of the Great Forest Druids, one of the 3. Prisma Basher, sure. Well, what I'm looking for is just a couple of lands now, so hopefully we can draw a couple. Okay, so Druid. We did draw another land though. Here's another forest. So I guess I still block. It's essentially a free attack for them, and if they want to use a combat trick, sure, but with a second Druid I think it's fine. I guess I can Chitinous Graspling next turn. Into Elise Alana. Okay, so give me... Yeah, I think I'm just going to get a 3/4 down, which can block. So they milled a Kithkian and a Warlock. Sure. Protective response. No attacks from me. Need to find some other colours for this Prisma Basher, otherwise it's not doing too much here. Guess I will just do that and hopefully then have a Blossoming Defense. No Blossoming Defense. Well, the Alana now taps for 2, doesn't it still? Okay. So I can behold, pay red, and do I want to feed the flames the 5/4? I think I do. And I feel like they maybe have a combat trick, so I think I'm just gonna hold back, and then maybe next turn I can push in for some damage to another Safe Right Cavalry. Personify, okay. So I'll give it +3/+3. And I've only got 2 red, annoyingly, for the Soulbright Seeker, so I can't give trample or anything because I've got 4, 5, 6, so but maybe it's still okay to Prisma Bash on a couple of creatures. And I guess I will still attack. I'm happy to trade 2 of their creatures for... Oh, that's not... What is that? Is a 3 mana 4/2 flash. Well, I've never seen that of all the games, unless I have, and I've just been like, whatever. But I was not expecting a 4/2 flash. Well, at least my 6/6 is a good blocker here. And maybe next turn, if I untap the Personify, I should hopefully protect it. So it's 5 mana to give it +2/+2. Yes, I will take your 4 or 6 should you decide to pump. I'm assuming they're not going to, yeah. Into another one maybe, to a Tristan Shore with Death Touch. Okay, well, I have a feeling I'm going to be flooding out a little bit as I've only drawn a couple of lands. Guess I can personify my Prisma Basher and get them for a little bit on blocks with my druids possibly. Tend to the sprigs. Yep, going wide. So yeah, I need to find my removal. God knows where that is in my deck. Pummeler. Sure. I'll happily attack with the pummeler and trade that away, I think. So 13 cards in their deck. Three, 4, 5. Again, I think I'm happy to trade my 6-5 for their 6-6 essentially. Unless I personify Prisma Bash, but I think it's probably better just to let that trade. Wickermore so I can pump up a little bit more with the Prisma Basher. Flame Braider. Probably don't want that actually. Looking for some interaction for their Tristan. They've got 9 cards left. Well, I think they would run out of cards before they would kill me with the Tristan triggers. So I'll see if they flip again, because then if they do flip, that's another 3 cards gone. So it doesn't look like they're going to be flipping it anymore. Okay, they've got their own pummeler. So maybe next turn I might actually do a big... Okay. Kindle the inner flame. 6 mana. So I can give things +5 because I've got green, blue, white, reds, then black. And that forces, and then I can maybe hold back the Prisma back. Well, these wouldn't be able to attack, would they? So I'm actually maybe I wait till next turn because they might attack with their pummeler, and I can personify my Prisma Basher and get some good blocks without them knowing. And then next turn I can probably swing in. So I give 5 mana. Oh, are they doubting? They didn't attack, I don't think. Oh, they're going to attack with the Tristan. Well, I think I'm going to personify my Basher. Give, I guess, this, because I can just take 3 though, maybe. So if I go here, here, and here, and here. Oh, I forgot to foraging Wickermore. Do I want to just trade a 5-5 for a 3-4? Or do I just take it? I think I can probably just take it. Take 3, yeah. My turn. Okay, so I think I can do enough if I had black and 2 reds there as well. So target creature. Oh no, I can't. I need. No, yeah, because I've got red here. Red. What's going on? So black. Pay the red. Pay for the red. Target. Pay the 3. 1, 2. And I guess first strike maybe on these ones. And there. That's got 5 because of the 5 colours, of course. And then flashback, auto pay, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they just took it. And that's what we do. We abashin. We prism abashin. Right, well, it was a little bit scary there, but maybe they milled a bit too much. 7 cards left. It'd be interesting to know how many lands they have. There's not actually that many lands in their graveyard either. But yeah, glad to have got that one done. So let's go on to the next. Glad to have added all of those druids into the deck, because as you can clearly see, still able to play the game with two of the colours. Okay, what have we got going on here? That is a very strange hand. Nothing until turn 4. But I have 3 of my 5 colours. I think it's being on the draw is probably a risk I will keep. Okay, there we go. We've got a turn 2 druid. So a little bit better now. We are against merfolk. And there's a Kindle. So I guess their next turn, depending on what they play, I might want to feed. And I think at this point I will just take 2 in case they do have something. Okay, so they've clearly got something. I think I'll cast the Flame Braider. And then I can block next turn and hold up Personify if need be. Okay, instead of Flock, Imposter, sure. Which is a little bit awkward, but I can do a protective response on it, which I think I will. Into a Pestered Wellguard. This one makes tappers, I think I'm not going to mess about. I think I need to kill that because that can just take over instantly. So I think I'm just going to have to pass. Kill that and pass. Annoyingly not drawing a land there, but not the end of the world. Okay, I've got a 4/4 that gives something indestructible. Sure, I'll take 2. And let's go blue, blue. Well, Kindle on Chitinous Grassling, not particularly exciting. So I might be taking a couple of hits from the stone back. So yeah, I'm just looking for more action, looking for my 6/5s and Prisma Bashers, even the black Vivid, because I think it's got 5 toughness, and then that's a good blocker for the stone back as well. Kind of want to keep the Graspling because, okay, that's pretty good. That should get some lands out of the deck. Can't imagine that's what they would want to, so I get 3, so what am I missing? Blue and white. Oh, I don't have blue anymore. I took it out, did I? So I probably want another green source. And I guess that's probably it. Maybe another red. And pass the turn. So hopefully getting those lands out should hopefully reduce the chances. So do they have a creature to discard, or are they discarding two? They've discarded another Stoneback. Would I personify the... Oh, okay, a second one. Well, that's a little bit awkward. I was going to say, would I have personified the Flame Braider? Well, they're definitely going wide on me. Ah, those duelists are pretty good here. Okay, a pummeler. So yeah, I think now I'm just looking for Prisma Bashers. And again, I will block if they want to use something, because then I can personify the pummeler. What are you thinking, OP? So hopefully they don't have any more deep channel duelists, otherwise then they can probably start attacking pretty profitably. But they have decided not to. Okay. Okay, another mountain. Well, we're passing again, so go into a mirror form. Well, that's... Wow, yep, that's pretty good. Not seen this card. What are the chances? What are the chances? Okay. So I kill one, that becomes then a 4/4. Am I just dead though? So if I then go like this, that's 6, 12, 18. Ay. Guess I can block like this and save one of them. Like this. Wow, mirror form on Lords is pretty crazy. What? What a flood out. So what, I prismatic undercurrents and then just drew 2 lands after that? Oh, that's so bad. 3, so 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess they've also gone 8. I don't think I can do anything. I guess I'm just chumping 1 and taking 8. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Wow. Just, yeah, prismatic undercurrents and then 3 lands in a row was pretty unfortunate. I think I was running 17 lands, but none of the other games went like that. So a little bit unfortunate to finish on just a flood out, a little bit of a kind of a down kind of feeling. But anyway, was a pretty good Vivid run. Was able to pull off a couple of the inner flames with Shimmer Creep and Prisma Basher. So yeah, it would have been nice to get at least one more game there with unfortunate flooding. Didn't even draw my Evolving Wilds to reduce the land game. Anyway, that was the deck, and thank you again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.